some brand new blow off valves on the GTR to give it that much needed pop of volume and character, I guess you could say. It's always just been missing that little bit of cool noise, I guess. I don't know. Coming from all my turbo cars, you've really been able to hear it, and the GTR was always sort of lacking in that department. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. I've already recorded and edited the video. I'm filming the intro actually afterwards. But yeah, enjoy is all I can say. Definitely had a good laugh at myself while editing this video. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys in a video very soon. I'm actually wrapping this car again tomorrow at CMP Wrap, so stay tuned. There is a video coming soon on the new wrap, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe. Let me know what you think I'm changing to the car, what wrap design or what color I'm changing to, because I'm quite interested to see what you guys think. It isn't a full color change, that's all I'll tell you. So thanks for watching, enjoy the video, and yeah, have a good one. Peace. Alrighty guys, so here we have our GFB blow-off valves. Now, I've got a video that I'll put as a reel, but I figured this would be easier, so people that are watching in long form, obviously this video, can get a look as well. So these are the GFB Hybrid blow-off valves, as you can see from the front of this manual here. Obviously being, wow, it actually looks like they came like this, but it didn't. Anyway, now as you can see from here, there is options to change the sound. So there is 3 different ways you can run it with a little diagram. So that'll be a bit too hard to focus on, so let me, the professional, run you through it. Now, as is, this is how I set it up. You can see that the back is blocked off here, and there's a little, I'm going to call this like a trumpet at the front. So this is for 100% venting to atmosphere, which is pretty much the most noise you're going to get out of it. So when you let off, that is going to open up in here. That's going to open, and all of your air is going to vent through here, and you're going to get the noise. Now, it probably won't flutter, but that's a whole nother thing. Now, this one as is for a factory setup, I guess you could say. So try and get it to focus. So here is where a factory hose goes, 1 and 2. And then what you would do is you would block this with this little piece here, so that when you let off, all that air is forced back through here, and it would recirculate and it would be silent. Now, the cool thing with this being the hybrid is if you don't want it to be silent, but you also don't want it to be obnoxious and loud, there is a perfect middle ground. Now, keeping in mind that venting to atmosphere is a no-no with the police, so this is what we're going to call track use, which is definitely what I am doing with it, track use. So what you would do if you didn't want full silent, you didn't want full loud, is you would keep this on, hook that back up to the standard setup, and you would have it recirculate. But instead of blocking this so that all of the pressure is sent out, you would put the little trumpet piece right here. Now, when you screw that in, which I don't know if it's going to with the angle that I'm doing it, but anyway, it would sit there, and now you're using a setup that essentially is split 50-50. So half of it is going to recirculate, half of it will vent to the atmosphere, and that way you're going to get the perfect middle ground between the 2 setups, where it'll make a bit of noise. It shouldn't be too obnoxious, but you'll definitely hear it. Now, obviously with the one that I'm going to be running, which I say one, but I'll be running both like this, there is nowhere for the factory hose that goes over there to sit. So thankfully, GFB have thought of that, and they give you a little block off plug that goes in the factory hose, obviously sits flush, and then the factory hose clamp sits over it. That gets blocked, and you get full vent to atmosphere. Perfect. So now I'm going to go down and try and install it. It should be easy as, it should just be pliers to get the little hose clamps off, and 1 and 2, and swap them over. So we'll see. I'll get a little rev video. I don't know if it'll do anything, just revving it. Maybe we'll go for a drive and get a before and after, but yeah, I'm so stoked. These are so affordable, literally 450 bucks for both, which honestly I think is a steal. So very, very cheap. GFB, very well known, good quality. So yeah, we'll put these in and see how we go. as you can see, there's the smallest bit of spool, but that is honestly it. Quite boring really, like obviously it still sounds great, but turbo noise, not so much. Alrighty, now this is the engine bay of an R35. Nothing really fancy, I don't think. It's pretty dirty at the moment, so don't judge me, but these things right here are what we're switching out. So left side, right hand side, and of course, I wouldn't be a GTR owner if I didn't flex my Nismo goodies, which I think that's like $800 or something, biggest waste of money on earth. Thankfully mine came with it. So anyway, yeah, 2 bolts, top, bottom, and then these 2 hoses. That will obviously go back on, and that's one that we will be blocking off. So easy as. Let's get it done and see if it actually is easy as, or if I just jinx myself. Alright, now the big one. Far out, look at that. Anyway, take that off. Hopefully they come off pretty easy. But, oh boy, that is proper old. Really old. I don't like the chances of this thing surviving, to be honest with you. Alright. Yeah, so there we go. Now, wow, they're in there tight.
No! God, please, no! No!
Alright, now, I have this curse that is ongoing, where if there is an easy job, if I touch it, it is no longer easy. Now, this is the standard off valve. Hopefully it focuses, probably won't. There's this little gasket. This goes, it sort of sits on with these little tabs, sits on the intake side, then this goes on, oh, done, sealed. Now, that would be all fine and well, unless you were cursed and this fell off and went into your engine bay, which is the tightest engine bay on earth, and you cannot get it out. So this is from the left-hand side of the car. The one from the right-hand side is in a black hole down the side of the engine. And I have no way of getting it out, and I don't know. So this one doesn't have a rubber seal, but the aftermarket one does. I don't know if you're meant to reuse this and run the seal with it, or just replace this with the seal. You would sort of think that you wouldn't need to reuse a gasket because you don't do that. But this isn't like it's a metal one that sort of locks in place, so I'm not really too sure, but my partner's gone, and it's just in Bethania, the Autobahn, which is right around the corner, but because I don't have another car, I'm not really sure what to do, so I'll keep going along. The lines, I must say, were like so, not rotted, but like they've seen some heat, and they definitely have not been touched in 15 years, so I've used my good friends Marty and Moog, which again, it probably won't even focus because it's locked on my head, but I had to use some WD-40 to get this thing off. It didn't exactly turn into a good tutorial. I may even have the video of when it fell. I might not be in frame, but you'll probably hear me go, no, no, no. So yeah, gotta share the good and the bad. It just sucks that it's 90% bad for me. But anyway, factory one is off. We're gonna keep kicking on, and I'll see how it looks with the aftermarket one. I'll pull it out right now, actually. This is what I mean. Hopefully, if I put my hand behind it, like the food people do. Here is the seal. I don't think it will need that metal one, to be honest. I might just send it without it, to be honest. And see. If it sounds like it's leaking, I can always put a gasket back in. I might just do that. Alright, that took way longer than it should have. But this side is now done. So just put the little clamp back. On, and we got it. Alright, that one is off, which means now we can just let that WD-40 work, I hope. Hey, there we go. I present another factory blow-off valve. So, now we can use that WD-40 while it's still moist and lube up a little cap and push that sucker in. Oh, that looks inappropriate. All right, block her up, block it up. I ain't trying to get demonetized. Now, I just want to put it out there for everyone to know, I am not a mechanic. I'm not claiming to be a mechanic. I'm not even claiming to be a human at this point. I don't want any responsibility here. All right. Now, new blow-off valve time. I'll get the nuts. I'm going to take 40 years again because the thought of dropping it into the engine bay is the most terrifying thought a man can have. Because again, once they're gone, they're in the forbidden zone. Oh, what did I say? Alrighty, 806 mental breakdowns later. There's a gasket down there somewhere. There's a bolt down there somewhere. Excellent. But you know what else is there? Some brand new blow-off valves, baby. Let's go. So this is definitely not a how-to because clearly I should have been watching a how-to. I knew how to do it fine. It's just, again, the little things. I'm cursed. It's a plague of mine that I carry. But they're on. I just need to fix one little hose clamp, just put it into place. I'm not going to go for a drive yet. I'm waiting for a mate to come. So Ian, shout out to you. He's bringing a little magnet tool to grab that gasket out. The bolt can just find its way out. I don't know where it went. At least that one I know where that is. The bolt. I didn't hear it hit the floor. I didn't hear it hit the under tray. So it's in there somewhere. But hey, 5-minute install. That only took more than 5 minutes. But yeah, all done, buttoned up. I'll finish that up, and the next clip you hear will be hearing it, and I'll make sure that you get to hear it for the first time as well as me. Alrighty, this is our first drive. Oh, that's good.
Oh, so good.
Wow, that's loud. Wow. That's crazy. That's so much better. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. I'm a JDM boy.